to the Adventure of Pipeman on W4CY Radio.
Wake up, America! It's time for the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY.com, West Palm Beach's #1 internet radio station. Here's your host, the Pipeman.
This is the Pipeman here on the Adventures of Pipeman W4CY Radio at Rocklahoma, and I'm here with
Eyebolt.
Yes, I love it. So I caught your set last night at the pre-party. I had to sneak in, actually. Imagine I had a media and I had to sneak in because I had an interview, and I didn't have my media pass till today. So I did one of these. I'm on my phone, walking through the gate.
Yeah.
No eye contact, just
Yeah.
walk right in.
Keep your head down.
Totally. That's why I told her. I'm like, keep your head down,
Yeah.
no eye contact,
That's
and
right.
just keep walking. Don't even, if you hear something, just keep walking. And so we caught your set, and it was badass.
I appreciate it, man. That means a lot. It means a lot.
That was a pretty stacked lineup last night, man.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, fucking A.
Yeah.
I was like, thank God media's not open today because I can enjoy all the sets.
It was awesome. Yeah.
So what was the most fun part about last night, besides what happened afterwards?
Yeah, we did a lot of partying afterwards. Meeting Tom Kiefer and Bastard Pussycat backstage, talking to them, talking to Eddie Trunk. That was really cool. And just connecting, with all the bigger bands.
Nice.
Yeah, that was nice.
And so is this your first time at Rocklahoma?
It's our second time. It's our
yeah.
second year in a row.
Oh, yeah. I talked to you last
Yes,
year,
yes,
right?
sir. Yes, sir.
They're all like a fucking blur to me. I do 20 festivals a year. I'm like, what festival did I see you
Right.
at? And so better this year or last year?
Oh, this year it was great. The crowd was crazy.
Nice.
Yes.
And who are you guys looking forward to this weekend? The most?
Avenged Sevenfold. Yeah, that's a big inspiration on us. Being younger and stuff, we love those guys.
Nice.
Yeah.
And that's their first time at Rocklahoma.
I know.
It's going to be pretty wild.
Yeah,
pretty
I'm
wild.
excited.
So you guys got this new album coming out. That's more important. Fuck Rocklahoma. Tell us about that.
Yeah, we just got signed to Horton Records, which is in Tulsa from Oklahoma. And we have this new EP coming out called Leathered and Lace, and we're waterfalling our singles out right now, and by December we'll have all of them out. Yeah.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
And so I heard you make the announcement last night. What does it feel like when you get signed? Tell other people what it feels like when you get signed like that.
Oh,
I heard you talk about it last night, but
it was kind of surreal because, growing up, we always watched those older bands, getting signed and stuff on YouTube or MTV or whatever, and it's like, well, we'll never be like that, And then for a record label to come up to us and be like, hey, we want to sign you. Here's this, this, and this. We're like, wow. Yeah.
And tell me, because I'm from back in the 80s, when I sat in with record deals and they told artists what to do.
Yes.
How are they with you? Do they give you the free creativity?
Yeah, that's what's great. Horton Records, they give us what we want to write, what we want to do, and they support what we do. So they don't sit us down, tell us what to do, what not to do. They just say, hey, right now it's working, let's go with it.
I love that because I think that's what killed hair metal.
Yes.
Because I saw a lot of those bands before they got signed.
Right.
And they did have to change gears.
Yes.
And if it's not what you're comfortable to you,
yes,
how can you possibly be good up on stage?
Exactly.
You watch bands and you can tell either they're having the fucking blast.
Yep.
Or they're going through the motions because they got to do what they're told to do.
Exactly.
You guys were having a fucking blast.
Hell yeah, we were.
I could see that.
Yes, sir.
Okay? And why be in this business if you're not having a blast?
Period.
I don't get it.
No.
there's no other redeeming feature if you're not having a blast.
Yeah,
you know?
our manager calls it a job, but this is all but fun. Nothing but a party.
And see, that's great because you're with the right record label because that's when it does become a job sometimes when you get signed.
Right.
So the fact that you can still have your creativity,
Yes.
that's what fucking counts.
Yes.
Right there. What's the best or worst story you have from both years at Rocklahoma?
What do y'all think? Well, what was last year? What was our worst story? Actually, one of our best stories is we kind of sneaked into the catering where they were doing dinner, and Phil from Pantera, Wolf Van Halen, Rob Zombie, they were all back there eating, and we're like right next to them, you know, and we're trying not to fangirl, you know, freaking out, you know, because it's just awesome meeting them. And this year, the crowd was just 10 times bigger.
Nice.
It was 10 times bigger. It was awesome. Yeah.
So now you're going to have to go out on like a headline tour because you got all these crowds now.
That's right. That's the goal.
Yeah, you could have Faster Pussycat warm up for you.
That'd be cool.
Right?
That'd be cool. And we are really cool with those guys. We've opened up for them countless of times now. Yeah.
So tell us more about the new album. Why should people get the new album, and what can you tell them special about it that makes them want to go out and listen to it right now?
Well, for sure, we are definitely 80s hair metal influence, of course, you know, the way we dress and everything. But we label ourselves as a 21st century glam band. So we grew up with the 90s and 2000s as well. So we're not like recreating it, but we're recreating it. We're making our own thing, but it's still glam in our hearts.
You know what's funny? I was talking about this with somebody last night. Everybody's into Steel Panther.
Yes.
And all the people I know that I've been friends with since the 80s who would have never, like they would have talked so much gatekeeping shit about that.
Yep.
They're all Steel Panther fans.
Yes.
Because the bottom line is all of us in the 80s, it was like we secretly liked it.
Right,
you couldn't tell anybody.
Nope.
You know, and I was just saying last night, in the interview I did last night, that I was at like Motley Crue before they had an album, before they were glam.
That's awesome.
And that's what has me here today. That experience, because I saw them at the Roxy on the Sunset Strip, and I'm like, holy fuck, I'm never going to a real concert ever again.
Yeah, right.
And I didn't for a while. Like, I just was at the Sunset Strip all the time after that,
cool.
and the Troubadour and all that stuff. And it was really a great scene till the record labels fucking killed it. So thank God we have a new scene now.
Yes.
And I think it is better.
Yes.
I think you guys are more authentic
Yeah.
than the 80s type of thing.
Right.
And I listened to you, and I watched you last night, and I didn't even think of you as an 80s hair band.
Cool.
Looks-wise, yes.
Right.
But the music was just rock.
Yes.
That's my viewpoint.
Yes.
And just a lot of energy and a lot of fun. And
Yes.
you guys are having fun. We're having fun. That's what 80s metal is about.
Period. Nothing but a good time.
Exactly. And I don't remember most of it because if you remember the Sunset Strip in the 80s, you weren't
You weren't there. You
exactly.
weren't there. Yep.
So who would be your dream band to tour with?
Oh, man, there's so many. My personal favorite is obviously Motley Crue. Those guys are everything to me. Being on tour with them would just be, it'd be wild. It'd be a crazy experience. Or Poison, any of those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Def Leppard, it don't matter.
You know what? It's cool that you said about Poison because Bret Michaels, I didn't really like him in the 80s because he was kind of a dick.
He's
then.
kind of, yeah.
Now he's the coolest,
He's awesome.
most gracious
Yeah.
dude. Like,
I've heard about that.
Like, he came back one night at one of the festivals, I can't remember, one of the Danny Wimmer festivals, and we're all standing backstage. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning, so nobody's there anymore except
Right.
production and, people working.
Right.
And he went up to every single person, shook their hand, didn't
That's
matter who
awesome.
they were, and thanked them for helping him that
That's
night.
awesome.
It's like, fucking A.
Right.
That's what you become.
Yeah, and that's what we try to do. And instead of the 80s, everybody's doing drugs, getting fucked up all the time. We take really good care of our bodies.
See, that's the difference today.
Yeah.
Well, and back then, the record labels gave them the
They gave the
drugs
X.
because they don't want you knowing what's going on.
Exactly, period.
Type
Yeah.
of thing. And I mean, I was there for all those parties.
Right.
And it was fucking insane.
I bet.
It's surprised any of the bands are alive.
They get live, yeah.
Like, I was telling them last night, I was at that party when Vince and Razzle left.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Trip.
That's crazy.
And used to hang out with Mick Mars at the mall.
That's cool.
With Chris Holmes from
Right.
Wasp.
That's cool.
Like,
That's cool.
Mall rats.
That's
We were
awesome.
mall rats.
Right,
you know?
right.
But, yeah, I mean, I love that nowadays bands like you are more straight edge.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
have fun.
Yes.
But when it's time to work,
Do
work,
business. Do business.
and then have fun. Like you guys did. You were up there. You were totally on it.
Yes.
And then afterwards, you had a good time.
That's right.
yeah, something
That's the way it should be.
Yeah, something our manager tells us all the time. He says, you have to have the birthday before you have the birthday cake. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
I like that line.
Yeah.
Oh, that is
Yeah.
the best.
Yeah, we take that to heart. So, you know.
So tell everybody how they can reach out to you on socials, on the web, and most importantly, buy your merch, because
That's
that's the only
right.
way bands survive
That's
today.
right.
So our website is eyebolts.com or eyeboltofficial.com. And then on Instagram, Facebook, anything, it's just Eyebolt Official.
Nice.
Yep.
And here's a real important question. Since you're you're considering yourself coming from an 80s type of band, do you use Aquanet?
Hell yeah, we do.
There you go.
Hell yeah, we do.
There's no other hairspray to use.
That's
if
right.
You're going to be an 80s
That's
band.
right. Yeah, we took notes. We took notes.
There you go. I love it.
Yes, sir.
Anything else you guys want to talk about that you have coming up, or anything that we haven't covered already?
Well, right now, we talked about it. You know, our EP's coming out slowly, and then January we're going right back into the studio and releasing more music. So we have a
Nice.
lot coming on. Oh yeah, we do have a show. Where is it?
December 7th at the Diamond Ballroom in OKC, opening for the Nixons and Sponge.
Nice.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
a pretty cool gig right there. Well, you guys frickin' rock. I'm glad you came to Rocklahoma again.
Yes, sir.
And I hope to see you again here next year.
That's right. 3 years in a row. That'd be surreal.
We need the hat trick. We need the hat. Okay, I'm telling Danny Wimmer right now, live, we need the hat trick for you guys. So
Hell yeah.
Eyebolt has to be here next year.
Let's go.
That's it. All right.
Appreciate
Love
it.
it. Thank you guys for being here and kicking our ass. And thanks for being on the Adventures of Pipeman.
Thank you, and we are Eyebolt. Peace.
Thank you for listening to the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY Radio.